Yeah. So check it out. We're gonna do some real talk. So real talk is if you don't ever tell a lie, you never have to remember what you said. That's rule number one. Rule number two, don't believe everything you're taught. Not even kinda. Especially when it comes to the shit you're taught in elementary school or high school or junior high school. It's basically Rockefeller education indoctrination, more than anything. One of the biggest things, which there is proof, is that the earth is flat. All of it. All the proof leads to flat earth. It really does. If you look at it, actually look at it with an open mind, not using your fucking kindergarten logic that you got back when we were taught about the solar system, which is also not what they told us. Anyhow, the biggest thing, you gotta look up the 1511 Bible, the original Bible before the King James. Sorry, it was the original English translation of the Bible before King James got a hold of it and had them change it. It actually does say, and I want to say it's in 2 Samuel chapter 11. And in every other part, he says, in all the King James versions, it says something about that they laid down and spread out under the tent or on the, something like that. But in the original one, it does say that they laid upon the flat earth. And it's funny because flat was actually spelled F-L-A-T-T and earth was A-E-R-T-H-E, I believe. Anyhow, it was some pretty wild stuff. And yeah, you can look that up. There's two versions of that Bible that are still actually around. So, or you can look it up online. But if you go on YouTube and try to find anything out about it, good luck, because they censor the crap out of it. I think the last time we did a search on it and looked just for flat earth, that it said, gave us a bunch of crap from the Flat Earth Society, which is a bunch of disinformation. We don't on a pancake spinning in space. Like the whole model, you can't mix the two, okay? Because the flat earth that the Flat Earth Society talks about is one where everything else is still the same. Like all the other planets are still there, just Earth is flat. And that's some really stupid shit. Anyhow, the real version of flat earth or true earth, if you look into it, is in either an infinite plane or it's just a plane. I don't know. We haven't been able to see the edge of it. We can't go to the edge of it. We can't even go to Antarctica because of the Antarctic Treaty. But when I actually saw it in the Bible, because I was an atheist up until about 12 years ago, 2015 was when I first came across flat earth. And then I did the same thing a lot of people do. I was like, this is some of the dumbest shit. And it kept popping up. And finally I was like, dude, screw this. This guy's giving away money to prove it. No problem. Then after about a week and not being able to find anything, then I realized that the problem was my problem, not the guy that's giving away the money, because that's all I was trying to do was get some free money. I was like, this would be easy as shit. He's still giving it away. Now it's up to 3 Bitcoin. And the challenge, you got to go to, it's www.flatearthdave.com. And he has a challenge. You got to watch his daily videos for 2 weeks. And at the end of that 2 weeks, all you need is one proof that the earth is a spinning ball. Just one is all you need. And you can claim them 3 Bitcoin. Like I said, I started that challenge back in 2015. It's now 2025. And I still have yet to see any proof of a ball spinning in space. None whatsoever. It's all CGI, and they are images that NASA and the other space agencies put out. They're not photos. Like, even try to look it up. Hello, Jennifer. What up, Ariat? And I mean, really, when you look at it, It's what brought me back to the Lord. Like, no kidding. Because I was a big old atheist. And then all of a sudden I started looking into the flat earth stuff. And a lot of it was making sense. And then they kept quoting the Bible verses that talk about the earth and how it cannot be moved. There's like over 200 verses that say that the earth cannot be moved and that it's fixed. So, no, I don't know what the true shape of it is. From everything that we can prove, it's flat. That much I do know. I know that the 8 inches per mile squared, which means 8 inches the first mile, 16 inches the second mile, and it keeps doubling each time. And that's, they either falsified the radius and the shit's over 100 times bigger than what they told us, or it's flat. So, the astronauts ain't astronauts, dude. They're all Freemasons and a bunch of liars and actors. If you look them up, they're all actors. And they screw up all the time. Area Sawyer, you know what's funny? I'm about to put my area out, boot up your ass. So, but like I said, the other thing you gotta remember is if you never tell a lie, you never have to remember what you said. And it's a lot easier to convince, it's a lot easier to tell a lie than it is to convince someone that they've been lied to, especially when it's a lie that they believed their whole life. Because then it brings in cognitive dissonance. You remember how mad you got when you found out Santa Claus wasn't real? If your parents did that nice lie to you, like mine did. I know I was pretty upset. And then I know after already being a conspiracy theorist is what we're labeled, I prefer a critical thinker. But after I started looking into a lot of stuff, I found out a lot of stuff was some bullshit. And that they were lying about it. And then, I think it was after the chemtrail stuff I started looking into, and then I kept getting feeds for the flat earth. And I kept deleting them, I kept blocking people. It was like, dude, this is just dumb, man. How stupid can you guys be to think that the earth is flat? Like, that's what I was telling these guys. And then I was bragging to my friends, like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm gonna prove these stupid flat earth people wrong. And now, most of those friends still think the earth is a globe. And I think the funniest part is how mad people get about it. Because you can talk to them for a minute or two, and they'll kind of take it kind of with a grain of salt or whatnot. But after a minute or two, then they always default back to, why does it matter? I still got to go to work tomorrow. It don't affect my life. But it does. Like, stop and think about it. NASA gets over $70 million per day. Take their annual budget and divide it by 365 days. You will be blown away. NASA does not need $70 million to do nothing with. Like, what have they done? They lied about going to the moon. They lost all 14,000 reels of all the telemetry data and anything that had to do with the moon. So, I don't even understand how they're still in business. Other than it's a hoax, complete hoax. And you watch the astronauts, the ones that supposedly went to the moon, watch the interview right after they landed. They look like 3 guys that just did something nobody's ever done before and they're super excited. No, they look like some dogs that just got caught getting into the garbage. And they're sitting there with their tails between their legs like they just got in a bunch of trouble. Like, you can believe it or not, man. It don't matter to me either way, if you believe it or not. I know what I believe, and in my heart it feels right. And so, definitely feels a lot better than that crap of spinning. Like, look up even the directions that we spin. We spin in 3 different directions. While we're chasing the sun, which the sun is supposedly chasing Polaris. And I think the one that we're doing when we're chasing the sun is we're spinning at Mach 88. Mach 88. Your brain can't even fathom how fast that is. Mine can't either. Because we can't go that fast. But then we're spinning, we're zinging, we're zooming. And then I think the funniest shit is that the when you really look at it, shit, my car's over here. That it ain't right.